Adam Weinrib here with FanSided, speaking with legendary competitive eater Joey Chestnut. And Joey, first of all, I'd love you to tell me a little bit about your relationship with Pepsi and how you're pairing hot dogs and Pepsi together this July.
Oh yeah. Last year I worked with Pepsi. They were introducing the ketchup and cold chup. It was like a Pepsi flavored ketchup, and it was delicious. And this year, we're letting the world know that hot dogs taste better with Pepsi, and it's the best day to do it is National Hot Dog Day.
So I want to know, obviously, you've consumed hot dogs en masse for so long that I wonder, like, are you still able to enjoy just a single hot dog on the grill after you've turned it into such a feat of strength? Like, how do you spend a National Hot Dog Day? You just relax with one hot dog?
Oh my God. I still love hot dogs, and one hot dog, it's almost like a tease still. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have more than one hot dog, but it's still the best, whether it's a backyard barbecue or a baseball game. I still, baseball and hot dogs go together perfectly, and I love them, and I put a little bit of mustard, little onions on it, and then wash it down with Pepsi. And so it's I mean it's a combination. Hot dog and hot dog just is delicious.
Speaking of minor league baseball games specifically, I've seen you appear at a few minor league games. Can you describe what that atmosphere is like when you walk into that situation? I mean, what makes minor league baseball and the theater of it so appealing to you?
It's I don't want to say it's not as serious, but they're still serious, but it's really just there for the love of the game. It's a happy atmosphere. A lot of the minor league teams, they have they have special food. So if you go to these they have like wild food ideas, and they change it up. Like they have crazy nachos. I think where I was at yesterday, they had nachos with like with some serious barbecue and like a sauce that had like bourbon in it. So because they were in Kentucky, so they're like all they really promote their regional dishes, and it's just a great atmosphere. The ballpark I went to just the other day, they had free parking. It was crazy. Like you don't see that. And so minor league ballparks are just like it's kind of like it's a little bit more laid back, and it's fun.
Yes, definitely jives with what you do best. While we're on hot dogs, I know they hold a special place in your heart. Are they your favorite food to eat competitively? What would you say is your top three?
Hot dogs, by far it's my favorite contest food. It's the contest food that dude, if you call yourself a competitive eater, that you have to do well in hot dogs. Another favorite one would be ribs. A good rib contest is amazing. I have a really good technique getting the meat off the bone. But it's a double. Yeah, because I like ribs, I'm also more picky, and so there's so many ways to make ribs. If they do a bad job, it really it stands out. So ribs could be like one of my favorite contests, or like least favorite if they do a bad job. And then what else? And then it's kind of in the air. Like I love trying new food in contests. It, it's it's like it's like a kid again, because when you try new food in a contest, you're forced to like really like analyze it and try to eat it in a different way and really get your body used to digesting it. So let me see, I did bagels for the first time this year in contest, got the record, and so that was awesome. It was like I had to attack the food, like a food that I've eaten normally, but really kind of learn how to eat it in a competitive way. So it's fun to just turn it on.
Speaking of new foods, I just saw that you did 200 boneless wings and you recreated the Wilt Chamberlain photo afterwards. How did that come about? And I know a lot of people think Wilt's 100-point record is unbreakable. Do you think 200 is unbreakable, or do you think you could beat your own record there?
200 wings was very, very difficult. It'd be like, yeah, on the Twitter comments, people were like, "Oh, those are chicken nuggets," and I was like, "No, they're way bigger than chicken nuggets, and they're fresh fried and tossed, and it's like each one weighed like an ounce and a half. And so that's like, if you do the math, it's like 18 pounds. That's more than 65 hot dogs. So it's a really, really that's gonna be a really hard record for somebody to break legitimately. But we'll see. And that one I was just drinking Pepsi during that. So it's for that one you find a rhythm, you eat, chew, swallow, little sip, and then keep going.
So Pepsi helps. I mean, would you rather use Pepsi than say water when you have to, dip those hot dogs? Or, what's your preferred method? Does that ever get tough?
I am a creature of habit, so I've been doing the dunking. I've never dunked in anything but water. So, but one of these days, it could change. It could change easily. But who knows? Maybe even because this contest with Kobayashi, there's a no dunking rule.
Okay.
So it's very possible that I've already started looking for other alternative drinks that maybe I can help me swallow the drive bun a little bit easier. So it's we'll see. Who knows what my drink of choice will be during the contest.
How are you currently training for that? As if it wasn't already a reason for everyone to watch. Like that, I didn't even know that wrinkle was in there. So how are you dealing with that new change to the way that you work?
It's practice and videotape and seeing if I go in with every practice knowing having a plan of a couple different techniques I'm going to try to eat with. Then I switch it up and I on video I see which one's working faster. And sometimes, and I think I have a plan for. I'm going to in the beginning of the contest. I'm going to be able to do the hot dogs in about 3 bites, and and towards the end they'll probably be closer to 4 or 5 probably, and then but if just get these muscles used to swallowing, they have to be a little bit stronger than they were because the dry bun is a little bit harder to swallow.
Before we sign off, I want to throw it back to 2017 when you were in the MLB Legends and Celebrity softball game. Just a couple of days after you ate 72 hot dogs on July 4th. That's an all new test of your athletic skill. It was that tougher, easier than you thought. I mean, how do you bounce back from downing 72 hot dogs to playing baseball?
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I don't know if you saw it. I remember any footage. I was sweating like a madman, dude. I had all the meat sweats going on. I was in the locker room with Ricky Henderson. And he was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Dude, I ate a lot of hot dogs." I met some really great people. Dude, it is that was so much fun.
Amazing. Well, one more before we sign off. I just want to know, what's one common misconception fans have about you and competitive eating?
Oh, misconception. That we're super unhealthy. And it's one of those things, like, in order to push my body that hard in this activity, I have to be really, really healthy in other times of my life, like at the recovery period and the prep beforehand. I really count my calories. I eat green. If I eat tons of meat, I'll take some time off. My long term. I really put a lot of thought into my body so I can keep pushing.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you take down Kobayashi this fall, and we're excited for National Hot Dog Day on Wednesday, July 17th, with you and Pepsi. Joey Chestnut, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Oh, thank you.